Ladies and gentlemen, this is Cat Williams, and you are listening to 3-Point Conversion Radio.
Offense, what did tonight kind of prove a little more than maybe other ones?
It's BS what media talk about. I mean, we go out there and play extremely hard for one another. We definitely be hard on ourselves when things don't go our way, especially defensively. We come in the next day, look at a lot of our mistakes, and just try to be better every single game. And no matter who we playing, we're going to go out there and try to execute to the best of our abilities.
What do you think you guys did defensively so well to frustrate them and hold them at bay?
We was physical. We was scrambling for one another, just trying to make everything tough. You know, that's a talented team. You got to give them credit. We just strung together big plays when we needed to. Everybody played together. We didn't get down on ourselves when they made runs. And you just got to make everything difficult for a team like that.
You just talked about correcting things on the off day. Billy was just telling us about how he showed you guys the last 2.5 minutes of the Knicks game, and everything what you guys were getting was downhill. Tonight you guys have 30 free throw attempts. Is that kind of an example of?
Yeah. You know, life is based on trial and error, right? It's all about how you can respond to the mistakes that you make, and when you could see the things that work out there, you try to bring it into the next game. And tonight we did that offensively, being aggressive, trying to get downhill.
Zach, Billy mentioned you maybe still not looking entirely yourself with the thumb, and he said, you know, that was just his perspective to ask you about it. Obviously, in the night, pretty good stat line and a lot of key shots down the stretch, but does it still feel like you're favoring that a little bit? What's the process been like for you of adjusting to that?
If I'm good to go, I'm gonna still go out there and play. Just adjusting to it, but you know, I'm good. I'm not gonna sit out any games if I can go out there and compete with my teammates. So I'm all right. Make shots when I have to, and battle through it.
You had a moment there towards the end. I can't remember exactly which shot it was after, but it was in your little flurry towards the beginning of the fourth quarter where you kind of looked out to the crowd and seemed like you were drinking it in a little bit. What is that moment like for you in a win like this, you know, given where you've been with this team in the past few years?
A lot of emotion. It feels good to have the UC packed again and have we got a good team, and to have the crowd out there supporting. We need that. So it's an emotional game, and you have a lot of emotions happen when you go out there and play hard with your teammates.
Vooch gets off to a slow start shooting. I think he started 2 of 16. Looked like he was a little frustrated, but for him to hit those 2 shots that he did in the last 2 minutes, what does that kind of say about him that he was able to still, come up that big down stretch?
We just kept being upbeat with him. I told him I'm coming to you every time if they show it. Be ready, and he shows why he's a multiple-time All-Star for a reason. He can have a bad game, but he come through when we need him, and he hit some big shots for us.
We haven't seen much of Derrick Jones Jr. until tonight. What have you guys seen from him in practice, and what do you think he did tonight?
What you seen tonight is what you will see in practice.
Yeah.
How dynamic he is defensively is scary. Just how he could test shots from all type of different angles. His energy that he bring, it's crazy. So we see it all the time. So it was great for him to get out there and definitely help us with this win tonight.
How much of a challenge is it to have you guys such a different rotation today? Io, Bradley, Derrick Jones haven't played a whole lot. Now they're all out there together today.
I don't think it's difficult at all. We got a great group of guys, and when you have a great group of guys, it makes going to work easy. Stepping on that court easy. Everyone comfortable with each other, and it shows when we step out there on that court.
All right, one that's a little off the beaten path. Pat mentioned this morning, we talked to him that you had given him a book recommendation for him to read as he's going through his rehab. I think it's called The Undefeated Mind, that you had used going through an injury earlier in your career. What did you take away from that book, and why did you want to, recommend that to him?
That book just taught me a lot about just being calm, how to channel my energy, how to stay even keel through the ups and downs, understanding that life, you can't pick and choose when you want to have a good or bad day. So when those days come, understanding how to channel your energy, stay level-headed through the good and bad, I think it'd be something beneficial. It definitely helped me through my time when I tore my groin, and it's a great book.